It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for Season 9 of The Walking Dead. We got some exciting news. They just revealed the new San Diego Comic-Con poster for the new season, Season 9 of The Walking Dead. And the poster looks pretty interesting with lots of hidden clues, which is very cool to see. So let's get right into this. So this is the poster here. It obviously features Rick Grimes with his new look, and the Rick that we're gonna see in this new season coming up, which is the new beginning look of Rick Grimes from the comic book, which is very interesting, very cool. Of course, he has the long beard again, and he looks, I guess, more or less like his comic counterpart now, although in the comics his hair is a bit shorter. But I actually like the way that they transformed Rick into this look for the TV show, because I don't think that the look of Rick from the comics would have worked in the show. So I'm glad that they made Rick a bit different than his comic counterpart at this point. Even though it's not that different, it's different enough for it to feel fresh but also have the same essence as it does in the comics, which is great to see. Then we have Maggie in the back. Of course, she's not rocking the short hair anymore. She has longer hair, but it doesn't look like she's pregnant anymore, which makes sense because obviously time has passed during the new beginning, so we're gonna see a time skip. So of course she's going to have had her baby by then. So it's pretty cool seeing Maggie in the back. Of course, there's gonna be something between Rick and Maggie, not a big conflict, not a civil war or anything like that, but there's definitely gonna be tension between those two characters based on not only what Rick decided to do in the season 8 finale, which is spare Negan's life and throw him in a jail instead of killing him, but also based on what Maggie told Daryl and Jesus in the ending of the last season, which was basically the cliffhanger of that season. Now, I've shared my opinions about this before. I don't think that we're going to see a major civil war, like I said, but I do believe that we're definitely going to see some sort of tension between those three characters, Rick, Daryl, and Maggie. Speaking of Daryl, we also have Daryl Dixon on the right. Of course, he doesn't look that different. He looks like his old self, and he's still rocking that crossbow and the vest. Just to jump back to Maggie, Maggie does look the same as well. We also have Michonne to the left of Rick. Again, Michonne doesn't look that different. And then we have Carol all the way to the left. Now, Carol looks a bit different. I think her hair is a bit shorter. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with her in this new season, whether she stays at the kingdom or whether, she's going to do something different. But also, what is Carol going to do in terms of her future? I mean, there's two potential love interests in the mind of fans. One is Daryl, one is King Ezekiel. So who is she going to go with? And, everything kind of also ties together with what's going to happen in this new season with the new villains that are going to be showing up. Of course, for comic readers, you know what I'm talking about in terms of the whole kingdom Ezekiel situation with the new villains that are going to be coming up. And I don't want to get into details because I don't want to reveal too much for those of you that don't know. But again, it's going to be interesting to see what Carol does and, which way they're going to move Carol's story. But that's basically it. I mean, we only have 5 characters featured, which is pretty interesting, I would say, which obviously means that at least for the first half, these are going to be the 5 characters we really should be focusing on. They're going to be the key components of this new season. Like I said, at least for the first half. The other things that are definitely intriguing, definitely some clues in the back. We have a burnt out White House in the background. So it looks like they are going to be visiting Washington, D.C. and, something might happen there. We might see the Capitol building, the White House burnt down like we see in the poster here. So that's going to be a good scenery and a good change of environment, I would say, for this new season coming up. And also, we do know that where Alexandria is supposed to be, in terms of location-wise, it's close to Washington, D.C., so it's not completely out of reach for us to assume that they're going to go there at some point. But also, if you remember, we did get some pictures and some clips of them filming inside some sort of Capitol building. And, that makes sense because that might be their interpretation of the White House in a way. But the other component that's also very interesting is that we have the helicopter right near Rick's shoulders. So that's very intriguing. Of course, we did see the helicopter come up repeatedly in season 8. We didn't really get an answer about what it really was, where it came from, but it looks like we definitely will get some answers about that in the first half of the season. So definitely looking forward to that as well. But in terms of Rick Grimes goes, there's been a lot of rumors being thrown around. At this point, I don't know what to believe anymore. And I would say it's safer not to make any more speculations or predictions until we get some concrete evidence or concrete news regarding, whether it's going to go one way or the other, whether Rick is going to die or he's going to stay alive, or whether he's going to leave. Now, that being said, the other thing that I do want to quickly mention here is that it seems like it has definitely been confirmed that Shane will be making a cameo in the first half of season 9, which is interesting, I would say. And also it seems like more characters are going to be making cameos from past seasons, like Beth, like Herschel, like Lori, and some of the other characters. So that's definitely very interesting because it does lead to some evidence pointing to the fact that Maggie and Rick will most likely die in the first half, like it's been rumored. But there's also been some news saying that we shouldn't trust everything we see and we shouldn't trust all the news we're getting. So at this point, I'm 50-50. I don't know whether they're just doing this for publicity or whether, all of that was just rumors. But I don't want to make any more speculations until we get some concrete news and evidence. But in terms of the poster goes, definitely a great first poster. Some great topics being raised in terms of storylines we might be seeing with the Washington, D.C. monument being burned down, and also with the helicopter and with the key characters that are on the poster that we're seeing. But that's everything I wanted to share with this poster. Very excited for the trailer to drop during San Diego Comic-Con. I don't know when San Diego Comic-Con is exactly, but I'm thinking it's sometime in July. It might be very soon, maybe in the next couple weeks. But in terms of the first official kind of promotional thing that we're getting for season 9, definitely a good one. Definitely gets me hyped, gets me excited. Of course, some of the hype for season 9 was sucked out of me with the news regarding Maggie and Rick, but I'm still gonna stay positive. I'm still gonna, be optimistic about what we're gonna see and give it the benefit of the doubt and say that maybe it's rumors, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm gonna do at this point so that all of the hype is not sucked out of me. But in terms of the poster, very good poster. Definitely gets me excited for the new season. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for future uploads. Like the Facebook page of this channel to join our Walking Dead community. Join us live every Friday night at 6 p.m. Mountain Time for a Q&A session. See you all there.